A young girl commits suicide. Because of what? Dada. The spirits are telephoned. Who invented it? Dada. Someone walks on your feet. It's Dada. If you have serious ideas about life, if you make artistic discoveries, and if all of a sudden your head begins to crackle with laughter, if you find all your ideas useless and ridiculous, know that it is Dada beginning to speak to you. Zurich, 1916. In the midst of the Great War, politicians and soldiers of various states clashed, fought, and killed one another. In contrast, artists of many nationalities began to join together. Instead of destroying human life, they tackled bourgeois values and traditional art. These artists birthed the revolution in the arts, a movement called Dadaism. Nobody can pinpoint the specific origins of Dadaist thinking. Ideas and works that could be considered Dadaist began popping up throughout the early war years. But the first Dadaist group was assembled in 1916 by Hugo Ball, a German author, and Tristan Tzara, a French-Romanian poet. These men created a nightclub for artists, the Cabaret Voltaire, first devoted to the creation and performance of absurd poems, songs, stories, and dance. Why the name Dada? To us, Dada is baby babble. In Romanian, it means yes, yes. It's also rumored that the members of the cabaret picked the word randomly from a French dictionary. In French, it means hobby horse. From this, we can conclude that the word Dada means nothing. Dada is a contradiction. Dada is art, but it is the anti-art. Dada is the balance between heaven and hell. Dada is the World War I of the art world. Dada is freedom. Dada has no boundaries. As Tzara's Dada Manifesto states, Dada is a state of mind. That is why it transforms itself according to races and events. Dada applies itself to everything, and yet it is nothing. It is the point where the yes and the no and all opposites meet, not solemnly in the hands of human philosophies, but very simply at street corners, like dogs and grasshoppers. Like everything in life, Dada is useless. Dada is without pretension, as life should be. Perhaps you will understand me better when I tell you that Dada is a virgin microbe that penetrates with the insistence of air into all the spaces that reason has not been able to fill with words or conventions. Dada refused to stay cooped up in Zurich's Cabaret Voltaire for long. Soon the word was used to describe art movements in New York, Berlin, Holland, Cologne, Paris, East Europe, and even Japan. New York, 1915 to 1920. The work of American Dadaists questioned the meaning of art and also undermined the importance of technology, mass production, and advertisement, as seen through Duchamp's ready-mades. Marcel Duchamp took pre-made objects, such as this urinal, added a signature, and claimed it as his art. In a way, New York Dadaists like Man Ray protested the loss of humanity to a world of material goods.
daughters of if but offspring of hope.
New York's Francis Picabia published 391, a Dada periodical named after photographer Alfred Stieglitz's 291 gallery, where Dada gained force in New York. 391 spread Dadaist ideas even further, as it was also published in Barcelona, Zurich, and Paris. Parisians' involvement in the Dada movement was largely literary, due to Tristan Tzar's influence. Automatic poetry and Dada manifestos were commonly seen in the publications from Paris. In Berlin, Dadaism took a political turn. Germans began to favor collage as their media of expression. Not only did they mock consumerist society and the bourgeois class, but they, most importantly, mocked political figures. Because Dadaist art relies upon chance, which artists saw as an unknowable consciousness and the destruction of boundaries, Dada artists found new means of expression. From humble literary beginnings, Dada found new mediums in which to shine, such as paintings, typography, sculpture, collage, photographs, photomontage, films, and ready-mades. After 1922, however, the Dada movement began to dwindle. Most Dada artists became interested in surrealism, a movement known by the dreamlike images of Salvador Dali and René Magritte. Dada influenced more than just surrealism, though. Punk rock came ripping into the world in the 1970s, free of rules and restrictions, spitting on the middle class, and promoting ideas about nihilism and anarchy. Punk is nothing but Dada reincarnated. What about the pop art of Andy Warhol, or his friend, Jean-Michel Basquiat? The pop art movement is simply a more recent form of Dadaism. It challenges the viewer to decide what is and isn't art. It exploits the commercialist world, and it moves beyond convention. Even my sister's art has elements of Dadaist influence. In the words of Hans Arp, Dada is the ground from which all art springs. Dada stands for art without sense. This does not mean nonsense. Dada is without a meaning, as nature is. This was a Mary Jane Robinson production, and this is Dada. Dada.